Okay, dude, you ready?
I know words, I have the best words.
What's up, guys? So I'm finally home from Warped Tour. It's been 2 months or something like that, over 2 months I think. And I'm back in my house and I'm ready to make more videos. That's why I've been so absent on my YouTube channel, is because I've been touring around America. I'm sure some of you guys have came out to meet me. So what's next? What can I update you guys with? I'm moving to India. Just kidding. I'm not actually moving there, but I'm going to India soon. So I kind of freaked out a couple months ago before tour. Just kind of like, I don't know, a mental breakdown type thing, where I was just, I don't know, I was just going through a weird time in my life at the beginning of this year, and I just bought a one-way ticket to India, and now that time is coming. I'm leaving in a month, and I'm again still in this weird transitional period of my life. I don't know, I was just like, I'm gonna go to India. You know, I guess that's just what people do. Is that what people do? When they freak out, they go to India to try to find themselves? It's so artificial here in the West, in America especially. Like, I feel like our lives are so artificial. It's just the only word I can think of. They're so artificial. They're so just disconnected. Because, like, you know, it's artificial. You know, there's no rawness to it. We just do this thing where we go to work and we kind of perpetuate this society that most of us don't even really agree with. And we're just on this conveyor belt of society, you know, where we just are being a productive member, you know, just playing this game and playing our roles. And I want more than that. I want more than that. I don't want to be here in the universe, on this planet, in this body. I don't want to have this mysterious experience, this magical experience of existence. I don't want it to be wasted on this nonsense that we're playing. This whole Trump game and this whole, you know, war and all this stuff. Not that me going to India is going to change any of this stuff, but like, I just want to remove myself from being a part of that, you know, and I want to live like a human. I just want to live raw, and I want to see people, and I want to learn about people, and I want to see my planet, our home, and I want to connect with our brothers and sisters that are all around the world. And India, for me, the culture and the philosophy that country has birthed is just like, it's unlike anything else, you know, like the Bhagavad Gita and the Upanishads and all of these spiritual texts are just like so transcendental and so beyond anything else that I've ever came across. And the culture is so raw. I keep saying how I want to experience something raw. What better place to experience realness and rawness than India? I guess, like, the cultural shock is kind of what I'm chasing, in a sense, because I just want to see what it's like, what life is like. While we're all here, I'm doing this whole YouTube thing, and I'm on tour, traveling the country, and everyone goes to work, and they watch TV, and we do all this thing. We're doing this thing here. We're doing this thing while there are people that, like, live in the slums and don't have water, and, you know, are just living in trash, and I want to experience that, and, like, because it's so easy, you know, oh, I can say it. I can say, oh, you know, there's children starving somewhere, but it doesn't really do what it should do, you know? You kind of have to experience this to be able to actually grasp it, because we're so far away and so far disconnected. So I want to feel. I'm gonna film this whole thing, by the way, so I'm really excited to see these videos I'm gonna be busting out here in a month and a half. It's gonna be really fun to see what kind of just crazy shit I get up to. Because I'm going by myself. Did I say that? I'm going all by myself, and I'm gonna go for like a month or a month and a half. After Delhi, I'm gonna shoot up north about 10 hours into a place called Kasol. Kasol is like just a little village, and there's a bunch of little cool villages around there. And about, I think, 2.5 hours from Kasol is a place called Malana. And Malana is a really interesting place, and I'm really excited about showing up here. If I recall correctly, you can't get to Malana through a road, and you have to do a 2.5 hour trek to get there. according to the locals, this is an ancient village. They say it's the oldest democracy on Earth. The locals claim to be descendants of Alexander the Great. They have their own language, and even their judicial system reflects that of ancient Greek. The people here in this village, they look at themselves as being superior to the outside world. So when you go there, they have a rule where outsiders can't touch anything at all. And if you do touch something, like a wall for example, then you get fined 1,000 rupees. So outside of that being interesting in itself, you know, coming in contact with this sort of these village people that have an interesting culture, this village is also known for producing the best hash in the world. If you've ever been to Amsterdam, there's what's called Milana cream, which is the most expensive hash you can get in Amsterdam. This is where it comes from. So the entire village is like surrounded in a weed forest, and the elders, the kids, they all harvest weed and make hash. So after I spend some time in the mountains, I'm gonna shoot back down to Jaipur, which is I think a few hours east of Delhi, and I'm just going to explore Jaipur. They have a monkey temple there, which is a temple that is just covered in monkeys. And I love monkeys, so I'm going to go hang out with them. I heard they're bastards, though, so I got to be careful. I heard they steal your phone and you got sunglasses. And then from Jaipur, I'm going to shoot over to Vrindavan. Vrindavan is a place where Krishna played as a kid. Hare Krishna! You guys hear me say this all the time. Krishna is one of my favorite deities in all of Hinduism. The Bhagavad Gita is one of my favorite books. It's really close to my heart, so I have a very intimate relationship with Krishna, and I'm going to go hang out in all like the little places where he hung out when he was growing up. It's gonna be magical. I'm really excited about it. And Vrindavan is actually the place where Maharaji, Neem Karoli Baba, it's where he left his body. So they have a temple there dedicated to Neem Karoli Baba that I will spend time at while I'm there. And speaking of Neem Karoli Baba, there's a Neem Karoli Baba temple in Delhi, a Hanuman temple, and I want to do a meetup there. So if any of you guys are from Delhi or from around the area, I'm gonna do a meetup towards the end of my trip at the Neem Karoli Baba Hanuman Temple in Old Delhi. So we can hang out there and have a little satsang and, you know, just love each other and connect with each other. And then from Vrindavan, I'm gonna shoot down to the ancient city of Benares or Varanasi, where they are burning bodies next to the river Ganga right now as we speak. Varanasi is one of the holiest places in India, if not actually the holiest place. It's holy to Hindus, Buddhists, Sikhs. The Buddha actually walked this area in Sarnath and actually gave his first sermon there. It's going to be a totally mystical place. There's sadhus everywhere. There's Agori Babas. If you guys have ever heard the Agori are like an extreme sect of sadhus where they do all kinds of crazy stuff, like meditate on top of dead bodies or eat dead bodies sometimes. They drink from human skulls and eat trash off the ground, and they live like wild men out in like the cremation zones of the burning ghats. The burning ghats are where the bodies are burned. It's a very ancient place, and it's still running the way it has run for thousands of years. Not only is it one of the oldest cities in India, but it's one of the oldest cities on Earth that is still functioning. So that's where I'm going to end my trip in India, and you know, I feel like it's going to be the most insane bit of my whole trip. Obviously, you know, seeing dead bodies get burned and seeing dead bodies on the ground waiting to be burned, and families sometimes don't have enough money to afford wood, so the bodies just kind of lay there and they wait for people to walk by and donate. Oh, some other fun facts about India. They don't use toilet paper, and they don't really have toilets in the way that we have toilets. They wipe with their hands and a little bucket of water. So that is going to be an interesting change of pace. I'm so nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I have many panic attacks when I think about it, because it sounds so fun, like, oh, I'm gonna go to India by myself and explore. But then my brain flashes to the moment when I land in New Delhi at 3 o'clock in the morning. My flight, I get in Delhi at 3 a.m. So my brain flashes to this moment. I'm just standing in India at 3 o'clock in the morning trying to figure out what to do next. And Delhi itself is a pretty chaotic city. I don't know if you've ever seen videos of it, but it's a pretty wild, intense place. You know, it's very overstimulating. So If you guys would like to support me, I just started a Patreon, and I have some pretty cool rewards on there, like me sending you gifts from India. That's one of the rewards. Or Skype calls or emails. So I have all kinds of stuff on there. So the link will be in the description. You donate a couple bucks to me, and you get a reward. And also, if you don't want to do that, because it kind of sounds weird, oh, supporting me, you can buy a t-shirt from my clothing company. It's called Stay Happy, Stay Weird. This is one of the shirts that's on there. Feel your soul, baby. Feel it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Another new shirt. It's got really baggy sleeves and this cool little pocket that's got my handwriting on it. It says, water your flowers. So that's 2 new shirts that's on my site. If you guys are interested in, you know, wanting a new shirt and supporting me in a way that doesn't really seem like supporting me. What else? What else could I tell you guys? Man, Warped Tour was crazy. I got to travel around the country with a pirate metal band called Ailstorm. That was such a trip. They got me drunk. I don't ever drink, and these pirates got me puking all over myself. I've been drunk a total of like maybe 4 or 5 times my whole life, and twice was with these pirates. So if you guys want to check them out, they're called Ailstorm. I spent the whole summer with them. I lived with these guys for 2 months. They are definitely homies, and it's fun music, you know. Pirate music. It's what you expect. I just want to say thanks to everyone that came out to Warped Tour to see me. It was such a blast this summer. I'm gonna do it again next summer, I hope. So if you guys didn't get the chance to see me this summer, come out next year. I'll be at the Stay Happy, Stay Weird tent at the Vans Warped Tour. It'll be a fun time. We'll have chats and laughs and stuff. I just want to give you guys an update on what's going on in my life and what my plans are, my next move. So that's that. I'm gonna try to get back on an uploading schedule of like 2 or 3 videos a week. I'm gonna try to get some, do as many vlogs as I can while I'm in India. And after India, I don't want to spoil the surprise and ruin all the cool videos I have planned, but I'm actually traveling more for a whole nother month after India. So I've got some really cool places I want to go to. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Reconnect with love. Express that love out into the universe, and everything's gonna be alright. Don't worry about it. Just do you, and be in love, and the universe will reflect that, because it is only love. Oh, also, I want to give a shout out to all of you guys that have supported my Patreon already. I just started it yesterday, and I've got a couple of you guys on there already, and if you do decide that you want to support my Patreon, your name will be right here with the rest of the guys that have supported me. So thank you guys so much for making it possible for me to do what I love, and for me to share my love with you guys, and for this thing to keep growing, whatever this is, this spiritual revolution that we are a part of, and that this exchange is blossoming and creating through our intention. I love you guys, and it really does mean the world to me. It truly just makes me want to rip my heart out and hand it to you. So yeah, also I have more poetry coming out too, by the way, so sorry about this crazy update. It's been a while, and I just had to get some of this off my chest. I love you guys again. Peace.